Passengers been out of the bar. Welcome to Coron, Palawan.
Traffic light, ako din sa...
Then President Marcos. By virtue of Presidential Proclamation 1578, Calawit was declared as a Calawit Game Preserve and Wildlife Sanctuary. The size of the island is 3,760 hectares. And on March 4, 1977, 80 species of African animals arrived in Calawit. Not the giraffe, zebra, eland, waterback, bushback, impala, topi, and Jessa. So out of these 80 species, only 5 survived. We lose a population of gazelle, topi, and impala. Right now, all of the indigenous stock that came from Kenya, Africa, already died. And what was now living here are all island-born, born in Calawit. The giraffe, they are the most graceful animal we have here. The way they walk and run, very graceful. You look at the eyes of the giraffe, they have a teary eye, with long eyelashes, and permanent eyeliner. During mating season, the male are fighting each other. And whoever wins the fight, he will be the one to service a hit female. But before the mating occurs are 2 weeks courting. All the male will just follow the hit female wherever she goes. And he even stains the urine of the hit female. By doing that, they want to know if the female is ready for mating. So if the female is ready for mating, the male will just mount and he will just ejaculate. That ritual will be repeated over and over until the female is satisfied with the mating. So since they are satisfied with the mating will stop. They will not join the group. And we will wait for 15 to 17 months. That is their gestation period. And if the mother is ready to give birth, we'll go to the forested areas. So when the baby comes out, the height is more or less 6 feet. You can differentiate the giraffe from the Sarah by looking at the patches on the chest, the shape of their horn, and their color. So all of the giraffes here have names. Some are friendly, some are shy. In the zebra, you can differentiate the zebra from the saddle by looking at the stripe on the shoulder. Left and right shoulder have different stripe. So human, that is their fingerprints. Zebra is a black animal with white stripe. This is a period, 12 months. They have a herding pattern. In every group, only one harem will control the group. But we have a group of all male, we call it challenger. They will be the one to challenge the harem of every group. Remember, all of the animals are affected by the lunar movement. They're all active during full moon, time for playing, feeding, and mating. And also the time for the python to eat one animal every full moon. The local python we have here is the reticulated python. We already caught 21 feet long python here that swallowed a 60 kilos wild boar. The other one is 18 feet long, and he swallowed a male adult calamine deer with fully grown antler. That python died because the antler protruded to the stomach. So the exotic is not coexisting with endemic wild like the calamine deer. In 1976, the only accounted calamine deer in the island is only 35 head. Right now we have more or less 300 and actually nocturnal. But yet in Calawit, even daytime they come out in the open. For your information, Calamianes group of islands are composed of 4 municipalities, namely Coron, Busuanga, Dinapacan, and Culyon. There are no Calamian deer at the mainland Palawan. In mainland, there are burkat and mouse deer all in Palapac Island, southern tip of Palawan. The smallest hook animal in the world. Look like a mouse, they are one core in the chest, but they have a hook like a deer. The adult size is only 7 inches tall. Peculiar characteristic with the mother gift bird is now ready for mating. About the topography of the island, 40% plains, 40% mountainous, 20% undulating. Why Calawit was chosen to put these exotic animals? The then President Marcos attended a conference in Africa at that time. They have a problem. So they asked the help of the member nation. We are a member of the IUCN. This is the International Union for the Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. So the then President Marcos accepted the challenge. So he gave an instruction to look for a place in the Philippines where to put these exotic animals. They recommended Calawit Island. The important reason why Calawit chosen to put these exotic animals, the place is isolated. Just in case there is an outbreak of disease, they are contagious. The size, 3,760 hectares, manageable. It can provide the grazing and browsing needs of the wildlife. And Calawit had a similarity to the Shimba Hill National Park of Kenya, Africa. So from Kenya, they transported here. They load on the boat named Don Salvador. 15 days travel going to the Philippines. So if we put it here, the different enclosure, the problem we encounter to them, when we lose these imported fish that came from Kenya. So we have no knowledge what to do. So what we do here, we gathered all of the endemic plants of Calawit Island, we hang it in front of them. We listed what kind of plants do they eat, how many kilos their consumption of food, and we sent this sample to Manila to know the nutrient contents of the plants. As per examining the result, some of the plants here are abortifacient, meaning when eaten by the animals, they can cause abortion. So we need to eradicate them until finally they adapted to the climate and they started to multiply. So Calawit is first in Asia, second world, successful in wildlife located experimental project. What we need here is the support from the government. The president that already visited Calawit Island, Marcos Lutang, then Tita Cory, FBR, Gloria, Inoy. So this is in this bay, this is Iruntok Bay. Remember, in the bay, don't swim. There are many poisonous box jellyfish. You must be very careful. If you have picture kissing, you do the feeding inside the enclosure. That is for your safety. You have picture kissing the giraffe, you can do it. Put the twigs in your mouth and the giraffe will kiss. You can pat the giraffe, you can have it. So if you are ready, monster, you're gonna start the book. Thank you.